special guest today, Max Griffin. You've probably seen him off a very impressive TKO last weekend over Ramiz Brahimaj. A lot of people are calling it the TKO via split ear. Max, thanks for joining.
For sure. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Fantastic. So let's go over a little bit of background before we get into the TKO. How did you get started into MMA and where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento, California, the West Coast. I was born in Santa Barbara, which was like a beach around here. But anywho, I actually wanted to. I did martial arts when I was young, from 4 to 13. It was called Bakfu. It's like a kind of like a mixed martial arts, like Taekwondo. They have good kicks. Judo, they have good throws. So it's kind of like a hybrid um, style. And I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. So I think those two things together kind of was the foundation. And here we are now, man. Really, before I started fighting, I mean, I did it till I was about 13. Um, just got sick of it, gave it up. And then I'd be watching all the UFCs, Tank Abbott, all these Gracie guys fighting all these big dudes, and I loved it. My favorite movies are like Bloodsport and that kind of
Okay.
shit. So that was like real life Bloodsport. And then I was like, you know what? I could do that. And then I did it. And here we are.
Here you
14
are.
years later, 13 years later.
Right on. So we've seen you fight, obviously, a lot of different fighters. Kobe Covington, we've seen you fight Diogo Alvarez, Mike Perry, Oliveira. So when you go in there and you game plan for fighters, and I think you probably think it's going to go a certain type of way. And so how do you stay in that mindset where if you prepared for a slugfest or you prepared for it going to the ground and it doesn't go that way, do you try to stay in that same mindset that you had, or are you just going to let it flow and take it from there?
Um, Usually my coaches do all the game planning. They watch. I know some guys like to watch a tremendous amount of tape. Um, I watch a little bit just to kind of see how the guy moves. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about my opponent, or it's about me and what I'm doing. So when you're in a fight, we have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's not just one thing. One thing to look out for. My coaches do a beautiful job at figuring out what I need to do. The path of least resistance. And I have numerous coaches, and they check it out, and it's interesting. They all tell me like the same thing in just different ways. Oh, we need to do this. Oh, you need to step to your right. Oh, you need to do this. This guy likes this, and then with all of them combined, I hear what everyone has to say, and um, you know, make that my plan. And it worked beautifully this last fight, even
It did.
better than expected.
Yeah, going to the KO, watching it, I and a lot of other people said the same thing. We kept expecting, him to shoot. That's all we kept hearing on the telecast. So we were expecting it, and then obviously it didn't really happen. So obviously when you had caught him and was flopping around, did you see something before that? Maybe you thought it softened up, or did it just happen? I mean,
Well, I've been trying to land that right, straight right. He did a good job at like sliding out. So like the
yeah,
first round was hard to kind of land some good shots. I'm still outstruck him, but for me, I knew I was firing my right kind of short, and I wasn't kicking as much. But he was supposed to shoot, man.
yeah,
Um, he was eight wins by submission, and that's how you win.
yeah,
If all your wins are by submission, then I was expecting him to shoot, him to take me down. I'm doing a lot of takedown defense, a lot of fighting from below, and working my entries on people coming in. I mean, I stuffed thousands of takedowns and all the drilling all this stuff. Because he he shoots and um be back. Yeah.
There you go.
So he shoots and um I so I was kind of not hesitant, but more cautious on like kicking and being close to him in the beginning. But we did lock up on a couple of exchanges, and I made
Yeah.
it sure to let him know, like, listen, bro, like I'm strong as fuck, like you're not gonna bully me around. So I grabbed him and kind of took him down at the end of the first, like at the end, just to let him see, like I'm not one of these little
I'm not a
challenger
pushover.
submitters. Yeah, I'm not a pushover, buddy. So I think that kind of showed him too, like shit, he's not, he's no joke. And then my movement, man. I watched the fight. I didn't get to watch it. I mean, I watched it yesterday, but before that, I didn't get to watch it.
Hmm.
And Dominic Cruz, and they were saying that my footwork was so good, it wouldn't even let him shoot. It didn't even give
Yeah.
him a chance to even know where I was even at to even think about shooting. And it was great. Um, it worked
And
great.
so obviously you've gone viral the last few days. You've been I've seen probably 5 or 6 different memes, with the ear. I know you were on World Star. There's a few more out there just going viral for a shot
Yeah.
like that. So what's that been like?
You know, it feels good. I mean, I apologize, not kind of for my opponent. Not, I mean, it's war. I mean, we're fighting there, so whatever happens, happens. You're not supposed to say sorry to your opponent. It's like a
Right.
respect thing, but it happened. I
And
wish him the best. I wish it. I wish him recovery that works. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I mean, it was like brutal. Like, bro, I saw it like this close. Like, oh my god. I looked at him like, oh my god. And but I gotta roll with it. If
yeah.
if I'm viral and it's about the ear and it's the most, they say it's the most gruesome UFC injury for an ear, uh, by far. I mean there was a couple. There was Leslie Smith and then some other guy who got his ear mussed up, but no one's ears like falling off and hung by the skin,
Mm-mm.
and was that just disgusting. And I did it. I punched it off firstly. I with that right, I zapped it, and it was kind of had a split, had like a one and a half
Yeah.
inch split, and then the elbow and the head pressure just
Finished it.
chopped that thing off. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'll take credit for it. My coach like, told you how hard you hit, son.
Yeah.
But the fun thing for me is, man, like, this is my first fight that I was gonna go have fun, and I have a new mental coach and stuff, and it's really about me enjoying this, like enjoying it and really having a good time. And
Yeah.
I really did, and these are the results. So for me, it's like I'm pumped, yo. I'm pumped to fight the next guy and rip them part two.
It's paying off.
Yeah, man, it's
Hey,
been
so
great.
the training, what's training been like with the virus? Because obviously people are, you guys are fighting and there's basically nobody in there, no crowd. So does that kind of psych you out a little bit, not having a crowd? And then just how hard has training been with, certain areas only allowing so many people in the gym?
Yeah, I actually liked it like this. At the hotel, it's just you and your coaches. There's barely any people around. Usually you're at MGM or like New York, New York. There's hella fans and like people smoking and like just hella people, like
Yeah.
hella energy, thousands of people. But this was just us, just the fighters. We had our own hotel. We had our own drivers, like to take us everywhere. Like it was real low key. And then when we fought, real low key too. I'm at the PI, or not the PI, sorry, the Apex. But there's no one there. It was like sparring kind of, like
Mm.
more old school with like your team versus their team, and you're both gonna fight. It's more like martial artsy for me, and I'm a
Yeah.
martial artist. So like for me, it was just easier. It made it less like sportish, more or less
Yeah.
like a sport. It made it more like a fight for me. And training was great, man. Training for this, I trained, at Marino's kickboxing. That's my main sensei. Then I got, Jim West at MMA Gold. Working with a lot of those guys, Coach Jakes. We're doing a lot of my Muay Thai. We're doing a lot of my elbows. We working a lot of that stuff. Landing these vicious elbows, bro. Norm with my boxing. Then I'm going over the Alpha Male, doing pro practice over there 2 days a week. Working with Chris Holdsworth, Jiu Jitsu, Joey Diaz, Gonzalez, um, Coach Joey doing the boxing, and just I've just been spreading it out like even, like they're 2 days a week, they're 3 days a week, here 3 days a week, and it's been great. It's been really good. I've been riding a lot on my road bike and doing a lot more cardio. My cardio is so smacking, bro. Like I was
Yeah.
in there and I'm standing up, like give me some more water. It was like a nonchalant kind of like corner thing. It's usually like, oh, so hectic, like oh, you're sitting
Yeah.
down, and you're putting the shit on your head and all this shit. This is like I'm just kind of standing there, like more value, Max. Like all right, step over for this, keep moving. I'm like all right, give me some more water. It was so like
Relaxed.
yeah, it was so. I had no kind of like fatigue, like no kind of. I wasn't breathing hard or anything. It was like it was dope, man.
So, what's been the most rewarding part so far? In your journey.
I think this man, this one was. I mean, I fought your best. Your last fight is always your best fight, and you.
Right.
Um, I've been through a lot of shit, man. A lot of close fights.
Yeah.
Um, my record. Um, they're like all split decision losses. The ones that I lost, it's like, dude, they could go either way, and a lot of them should have went my way. It just the
Yeah.
judges, I don't know, karma or what, but I don't know. The judges just weren't on my side, bro, on numerous times. So, for me to do my new mental stuff, where I'm being authentic, and that's having a good time. In regular life, I'm like this. I'm being funny. I'm telling jokes. I'm posting memes and talking shit and all this stuff. And then you get in the cage and I'm all serious. That's not me. So me
Yeah.
is this is me. So I fought like me for the first time, and I had the best performance I've ever had. Personally, I watched it. I was like so fast and fluid and sharp. And I mean, I have stuff to work on. There's things that I want to do, and you know, do some more damage and stuff. Just stuff
Yeah.
that I got to work on, obviously. But for me to have a good time and to go out here and just smash this guy, and then I was almost gonna finish him. He was on his down the toilet drain at that end, and then the ear thing put the cherry on top. Like if I would have finished him, it wouldn't be viral, right?
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
didn't cut his ear, it'd just be like Max, knock this dude out. But for Max to put this guy on the brink of being knocked out and then to chop his ear off goes down in history. So I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed that I mean it's on Yahoo News, it's on New York Post, everywhere,
Yeah.
bro. And I'm like, people are hitting me up, and you know, um, it's
And
great.
that's the thing too, is like sometimes with fans, a lot of the fans will want blood and they want knockouts, and a lot of people will forget, like, hey, stylistically, like what you were doing in that fight, but all some people will remember is a viral KO, which is great. But I think too with you, you're probably saying, hey, like, I'm more than just a guy that can chop an ear off. Go back and look and see what I
Yeah,
did
looked at the
before.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like some people just seen that, like watch the fight, bro. Like
Yeah.
I had some people I have that that I know that I didn't get to see it. I just saw the ear. I'm like, watch the fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like I look fucking good, bro, and I'm ready to go on a rampage. Like this is my 10th UFC fight. I've been like win one, lose one, and then do me, and then I win one, and do me again. Like I've been looking good in all my fights. Like I'm not in there like getting my ass whooped, bro. Like
Yeah.
you look at any of my fights, like the only one I lost is the Kobe Covington fight. That was my first fight. It was just over my head on like beat like it was like fucking over my head. Once I got my mind right, like I've been in these close fights this whole time. I have never got beat up or submitted or
Yeah.
like whooped on ever. So, um, you know, if any half those fights would have gone my way, I'd be top 5. So
Yeah.
now, these are gonna go my way, and I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna destroy all these guys straight up. Like for me to if everything I've been doing, and then for me just to have fun, the first time I'm smiling, like walking in the cage, like real smile, like talking to the cut man, like yeah, you missed a little stuff right there, man. Just being regular instead of being
Yeah.
so stiff and serious. And then I have this performance, the best of my life, and I'm viral now for just being myself. Like
Right.
for me, it's like, okay, well, let's do that again. Let's be even more comfortable. Let's be more me
Yeah.
and get better. And I'm excited. I'm trying to get back in there like ASAP, bro. Next month, January.
Yeah,
I
that's what
asked to be on the Connor card. Uh, the Connor Poirier card just dropped.
yeah.
January 23rd, I think, pay per view.
Yeah.
But they said it's full. But he said, hey, with everyone dropping out and shit, you
Oh
probably have a
yeah.
fight. So I'm trying to get in there, bro, and have some fun.
And do you care? I mean, I want to say you said you wanted to fight. Was it Condit?
I said Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
I've been a fan. He's a legend to me. I want to fight him. I've always wanted to fight him since WEC,
Oh wow.
forever. And now we're in the same weight class and shit, like in the same UFC. Like, let's fight.
Let's do it.
Um,
Yeah.
and then Vincente Luque, he's a basher. He's a homie, but he's good. And no one wants to fight him, I guess. I didn't know, but I'd love to fight him too. And then really anyone that's good and worth fighting. I have a lot to show, man. Like a lot of striking that got left out because he was
Yeah.
supposed to be shooting on me the whole time.
yeah.
I didn't want to get put in a position. I didn't want to give him any kind of chance.
Right.
So, and I did.
So you definitely want to fight before the end of 2020.
At
I hope
least,
that
well,
happens.
I have a baby
Oh, excuse
coming
me,
in
or
February.
2021,
Yeah, I have a baby and coming in
January,
February. February. So I want to fight before that. You know what I mean?
before
So if I could
February.
fight,
Okay.
yeah, if I could fight in January, if I could fight in December, or they'll have to wait till maybe March, probably April.
Okay. So what advice would you have for somebody that says, hey, you know what, I want to try it. I want to give it a go, and then hey, I like the positivity because now I can see that this guy, hey, he's not out there, holding grudge matches and angry all the time. This guy's happy, he's positive. Maybe I can do that.
Yeah, man, you don't gotta be. I know a lot of guys that do fight, and they're so serious all the time. Hey, what's up? I'm a fighter. Like I don't let people know. I mean, people might find out, but I don't. I mean, I'm a fighter. My name's Max. I'm a fighter. I hate that kind of shit. It's just I've been seeing so much of it. But I mean, for advice, man, something you really gotta want to do.
Yeah.
Um, you know, this is a dangerous sport. Uh, I really love it. Like I really love doing this. I've been doing it since I was a kid, since I was 4, man. And I love fighting. I just love it. Like I was like some crazy warrior in like my past life or something. I don't know. On the battlefield, like general.
yeah.
I had to be like I love fighting. I love it. I love training. I love getting better. I love learning new moves and using them and just pushing my body to these limits and no limit. And just being the best version I could be. And that's um, so if you do want to start fighting, you gotta be serious. Um, before I was in the pro, I mean, I was working full-time job, training in the morning, before work, training on lunch, training
Wow.
after work all night. Like I've been doing this shit for years, bro. I've been training for 14 years as an adult.
Wow.
If you have my kid years, it's like 27 years or something. So you gotta really want to do it. You really gotta want to do it, and you can't cut corners. And make sure it's something you really want to do. I fought a lot of guys that quit fighting after I fought them. Like
Yeah.
you guys, like, hey, I don't know, I don't want to be put through that. Some people just kind of want to be fight to be cool and shit. For real,
Yeah.
just they want to be tough and shit. But um, sometimes you'll fight a guy and will ruin your night, and it makes you not want to do it.
Yeah.
So let's make sure you really want to fight. Um, make sure it's something. I don't want people to do anything they don't want to do.
Yeah.
So even my son, like I wouldn't make him fight if he wants to, but it's a tough life, bro. Like it's rewarding. I wouldn't trade it for the world because I love this shit. But I knew I'd be in the UFC when I was a kid, and I knew I'd do this as a career. I knew it. Like I knew it from my toes, that I'd be here and be one of the best.
Yeah.
But if you know, you lose, you get hurt, people turn on you like for losing, and people talk shit, people talk shit, and it's a life of like, ups and downs, man. You get knocked out on TV, with millions. Oh, you suck, this and that. It
Keyboard
hurts,
warriors.
man. Yeah, they're all over, bro. These keyboard, I got people, talking shit to me. A bunch of his people are online about have some respect, you shouldn't do that to his ear and all this stuff. Like it happened.
Yeah.
You're making fun of his ear. We will kill you. Like I'm not making fun of his ear. His ear happened. It happened. So it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
what we signed up for. Oh, you don't talk about my ear? Oh, that shit's viral. Like I gotta ride with that shit. I gotta
Yeah.
ride with that shit, bro.
Because that could have been you on the other end.
It could have been me,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't hit up everyone. You posting about my ear? It's what it is.
Yeah.
He's getting more viral too. He's the guy that it happened to.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
people know him, so
It is
I'll
what
be
it
fine.
is, man.
Yeah, bro.
So lastly, your social media, where can people find you? And then I know you got the website too, if you want to touch on that.
Yeah, man. Social media, Max Payne Griffin. That's on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is Max Griffin, and Max Payne Griffin. I guess it's everywhere. Um, I have my website, maxpaynegriffin.com. I have a store, online store, maxpaynestore.com. I got my shirts. We fighting, so order them. They're sick. It's me with the afro on them. It's like a comic book look. I'm going to be in a comic book um, out here at Impound Comics, but
Okay.
that's part of that. And they also got my CBD line, maxpaynecbd.com. Order some of that too.
Okay.
It's good stuff. Third party tested. It's safe, THC free. I had to come out with some stuff that I could take, and not fail my test. So
Right.
check that out, man.
Okay. Well, Max Payne Griffin, thank you again for joining. It's been a pleasure. I hope that you get to fight when you want to fight, whether it be in December or January before your newborn's born. And good luck to you.
Thank you, bro.